the city has proposed a 2% sales tax that will be on the ballot in November that should apply to basically all goods except prepared foods, as I have heard. How is this going to affect your business?
Well, I am afraid it's going to be devastating to my business. It would make me the only store of my type in the entire state where an exact item would cost more, because there is no sales tax anywhere else in the state. And I just think that people, when they found out about it, would want to buy elsewhere.
Now, do you remember what your pitch was to the city council?
Well,
you got 3 minutes to do that, and you can take as long as you want if you like.
Well, the city council is saying that they thought that it was 1.75% at the time. Now it's 2%, so it's already gone up. That they thought that would not be enough to make people from Grants Pass drive to Medford and Ashland to shop. But they forgot about the flip side of that, and that is I rely heavily on not only local people, but people from other areas. I could not survive just on the small population of customers I get from Josephine County. I have to have tourists. And it's hard enough to get people to drive up from Medford and Ashland to Grants Pass to shop, but if they had to drive and pay more, I really think that this would seriously, hurt my business.
Understood. So, do you know other business owners in this area that are on the edge of making it or cashing in their chips, or?
I do. I'm hoping that if it passes, we might be able to survive it. I know that there are a number of businesses who are barely making it now, and I think if this passes, they will just go out of business. And I don't see that new businesses are going to be attracted to Grants Pass, because why would somebody want to open a new business when they're handicapped from the get-go?
Right. And then, so also there's a psychological effect that takes place when there's a bunch of empty buildings with for lease signs in the window, and that may well have an effect on your business as well, wouldn't you think? Absolutely.
If a third of the spaces are available downtown, it's not going to attract tourists or locals.
So, if this did pass and they returned to us or did not any longer charge for the public safety levy, would this benefit you in an equal way, or perhaps even more than what the sales tax is going to cost you in business?
Well, I don't live in the city. I live in the county, and I realize that law enforcement does need more funds. I just don't think that this is the way to do it. But the city council is trying to appeal to city voters and to make it as enticing as they can by offering to lower other taxes, city taxes, basically so that everybody has to pay the tax. It will be advantageous to certain city residents, but not to everybody else in the world.
So do you think that maybe some people will be doing the math on whether or not they're, how much money they're going to be saving on property taxes, and perhaps basing their vote on that and not necessarily taking into account what it may do to the vitality of the downtown?
That's exactly right. I think some people will sort of look at the short-sighted thing and maybe vote yes, thinking that they're going to save some money on their property taxes, but they're not going to realize that within a few years, the whole nature of downtown might change. There might be half-empty storefronts, and I think in the long run, it is just not a good thing.
Understood. Okay. Anything else any other point you want to make?
No, it's just that I hope that this does not pass. We have even sort of discussed moving our business out of this city because I feel it will put me at such a great disadvantage that at a certain point I have to decide whether or not I want to do business here. And I would hate to close my store. I have a big investment in this. I've tried to create a really nice place for people to shop, and now I feel like City Hall has thrown me under the bus.